Yeah, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy New Day, Happy New Week, and Happy Monday. It shall be well with all of us. Nigeria's judiciary, the temple of injustice and the theater of assault. The headline of today's message, because they said injustice to one is an injustice to all. It has been happening. It started with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody says anything, but now it is beginning to be clearer that when bad things stay for a very long time, it becomes a tradition. So it is now in the tradition of the Nigerian judiciary to be turning justice upside down. Where you're supposed to get justice, you will not get justice simply because of where you came from, your tribe, your religion, or your status in the society, whereby you don't have money, no justice for you, because now justice is being bought by the riches. So Nigerian judiciary system now have become a theater of injustice, a temple of injustice. In fact, we could name it a temple run. My people, I beg, here and other headlines is what we are going to treat this morning. Just make sure this message goes viral. According to the information here, rebuttal to Haneze Ndi Igbos statement on Right Honorable Chibuike Rotimi Amaechi's comments. My people, Igbos have become, I don't know whether I will call them a forgotten tribe. A tribe that always fight themselves both in national and state level and local level. See what is happening in PDP. Udo Okoye and Samuel Anyanwu, two Igbos, fighting over who will be the national national secretary of PDP. If the PDP now decide to say, okay, two of them will never be it now, and they will give it to an Hausa man, or a Yoruba man, or people from other regions, what are you going to hear? Oh, they are marginalizing the Igbos. That is it. That is how we keep on going left, right, and center, thinking that we are doing to others. We don't know that we are selling ourselves kobo toro before the people were better than. Imagine that kind of nonsense. Now, Amaechi to me, don't come out and make a statement. And they carry it on their head. Every other section of the country, both Afenifere and the rest of them, never challenge their Amaechi. It's the same Igbo people now who will, all in the name of, we want to show that we want unity in Nigeria, we want to belong, we want to let them know that we can talk and also fight our own self. You keep on making hell of mistakes every now and then. Make gonna continue. Make gonna hear this one again. Donald Trump wants to become a dictator or life president, Kenneth Okonkwo, an Igbo man again, attacking Donald Trump. As if they leave him with Donald Trump's son, he can stand. Yeah, because internet now have made it, you can stay anywhere in the world and they begin to yap your mouth and open mouth. Whether you want to become a life president or dictator, how is it your problem? You have not even solved your own problem in Nigeria. You are going all the way to US that want to call Donald Trump. What of your own president that want to become a life president and a dictator? Have you solved the problem here? Igbo say, on am here. I am here. No be unu. I am here. Ezoku, you should maybe go because I always like to remove people's plugs in their eyes and forgetting our own, who is even more heavier and more bigger than that of another person we want to go to remove. On our way down, Ndibo. I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Remain Okurora One Nation. Don't forget, this message needs to go viral. In the grand amphitheater of Nigerian governors, where truth is a fugitive and integrity an outcast, the judiciary stands as the lead performer in a tragedy or tragic comedy so absurd that even the best playwrights of history would struggle to imagine it. Yesterday, in another episode of its endless soap opera, the judiciary upheld the prescription of indigenous people of Biafra, confirming what we all suspected. The Nigerian courts no longer serve justice, they serve the highest bidder, the most ruthless politician, and the most well-fed god of corruption. One must admire the sheer dedication of Nigerian judges to their craft. The craft of judicial gymnastics, where they where they bend laws like acrobats in a circus and twist logic like a cartoonist desperate for applause. The prescription of IPOB is a masterpiece of such absurdity that even the gods of iron must be clapping in admiration. Here is an organization that exists lawfully across the world, recognized in civilized societies as a peaceful movement advocating self-determination, but in Nigeria, a land where truth is illegal and justice is a crime. IPOB is labeled a terrorist group, while actual terrorists are labeled repentant. What a sight to behold! The mighty Nigerian judiciary that scared sacred temple of fairness, that noble guardian of the rule of law, now reduced to a marketplace where judgments are auctioned to the highest bidder. It is said that justice is blind, but in Nigeria, justice is not just blind, it is also deaf, mute, and conveniently amnestic. How else do you explain the legal wizardry that led to IPOB's restriction? Why Boko Haram terrorists, bandits, and Fulani herdsmen continue to enjoy presidential pardons, foreign scholarships, and juicy government contracts? Oh, but let us not question the wisdom of our learned justices, for they operate on a level of reasoning so sophisticated that mere mortals cannot comprehend it. To them, an unarmed IPOB member waving a flag is more dangerous than an AK-47 wielding terrorist who burns down villages and slaughters innocent Nigerians. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all pause for a moment and appreciate the sacred text from which our judges derive their wisdom. No, not the Constitution. No, not the Nigerian Criminal Code. Those books are mere decoration. The real guiding principles of Nigerian justice are as follows. This sacred scroll dictates that court rulings must favor the ruling government, no matter how ridiculous the argument. If the government says rain is dry and the sun is cold, then so shall it be by court order. Woe unto any case that lacks financial lubrication. A judgment without bribes is like a soup without seasoning, tasteless and not unacceptable. In these sacred verses, the law applies strictly to the poor and the opposition, but bends generously for the rich and the powerful. Steal a loaf for bread, and you shall be jailed for life. Steal billions from public funds, and you shall be invited for national honors. When the court upheld IPOB prescription, legal scholars across the world must have choked on their coffee. How does a government that pardons terrorists, negotiates with kidnappers, and begs bandits to repent suddenly develop the courage to outlaw a peaceful movement advocating for self-determination? Perhaps the judges attended a special legal seminar titled How to Criminalize Innocence and Legalize Oppression. Maybe they took a master class in selective justice for the highest bidder. And let us not forget the official reasoning behind IPOB prescription. It was declared a threat to national security. The same national security that Boko Haram has not threatened, that herdsmen massacres have not jeopardized, that the grand looting of national treasury has not undermined. But IPOB, a group that merely asks for the right to self-determination, is a real threat. If logic were a person, it would have packed its bags and left Nigeria long time ago. It is truly a wonder how Nigerian judges manage to sleep at night, knowing fully well that their rulings contribute to the misery of millions. Do they count stolen votes instead of sheep? Do they read bank alerts instead of bedtime stories? Or do they recite their infamous mantra, "May the highest bribe win"? When the history of Nigeria is written, the judiciary will be remembered not as the defender of the common man, but as the chief architect of his sufferings. The judges who sit in their polished chambers pretending to uphold justice while selling it like cheap merchandise, will one day realize that no amount of stolen wealth can buy a bag of lost conscience. But until then, the show must go on. The judiciary, like a bad comedian who does not know when to leave the stage, will continue performing its tragic comedy. They will continue twisting laws, jailing the innocent, freeing the guilty, and reducing justice to a mockery. And so, as we witness yet another ridiculous ruling, let us salute the Nigerian judiciary for its dedication to absurdity. Long live the honorable judges, the grandmasters of hypocrisy, the architects of oppression, and the loyal servants of corruption. For in this country, justice is no longer blind. It is dead, buried, and forgotten. Family Writers Press International. Rebuttal of Ohaneze in the Fulani statement on Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi comments. We, the concerned Amechi friends, wish to address the recent statement attributed to Ohaneze Ndi Beribe, labeling the remarks made by His Excellency Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi, CON, as reckless. It is imperative to clarify the context and the intent behind Amechi's comment to prevent any misinterpretation. Right Honorable Amechi, a distinguished statesman and former governor of Rivers State, has consistently demonstrated a commitment to national unity and constructive discourse. His recent comments concerning President Bola Ahmed Tinubu were made within the framework of fostering transparent and open dialogue, which is essential in a democratic society. It is important to note that public figures have a responsibility to engage in discussions that promote accountability and good governance. Amechi's observations were neither personal attacks nor baseless criticism. Rather, they were intended to encourage introspection and improvement within our political landscape. We acknowledge and respect Ohaneze Ndi Beribe's role as a prominent social-cultural organization representing Igbos' interests. However, we believe that labeling Amechi's comments as reckless without a thorough understanding of his perspective does a disservice to the principles of free speech and healthy debate. In the spirit of unity and progress, we urge all stakeholders to approach such discussions with an open mind and a willingness to understand differing viewpoints. Constructive criticisms should be met with thoughtful considerations, not hasty condemnation. Right Honorable Chibike Amechi remains committed to the advancement of Nigeria and will continue to contribute positively to national discourse. We call on Ohaneze Ndi Beribe and other concerned parties to engage in meaningful dialogue that prioritizes the nation's collective interests over individual disagreements. Signed, Consigned Amechi Friends, CAF. I don't know whether that was easy for this life. Donald Trump wants to become a dictator or life president, according to Mumu Kenneth Okonkwo. Nollywood icon or Nollywood actor cum politician Kenneth Okonkwo has alleged a United States of America President Donald J. Trump wants to become a life president to turn into a dictator. Okonkwo said Trump is already decapitating democratic institutions in the country that will obstruct him from achieving his aim and is looking at staying in office beyond the constitutional allowed limit, according to Kenneth Okonkwo. He who alleges must prove, and he claimed to be a lawyer. According to the former Labour Party chieftain, Trump is already showing readiness to continue his presidency after his second term in office, except measures are taken to truncate such moves. Nigeria News reports Okonkwo made a submission in a post on Sunday via his account on the X platform. Gradually, Trump wants to transform America into Trump's country by decapitating democratic institutions that will obstruct him or hinder him from transforming from a president to a dictator or a life president. He has not hidden his admiration for dictators like Putin, Kim, and Sea of Russia, North Korea, and China, who have subdued their people under inhuman conditions in order to achieve complete domination over them and govern them for life. Trump is already signaling his readiness, if allowed, to continue his presidency after the second term in office. Mark his words, "I think I am not allowed to run again. I am not sure." He first fired this salvo immediately after he was re-elected into office during his address to the Republican members of Congress. He told them that this might be his last term in office unless they did something about it. Niger news. Because Trump was inaugurated on 20 January as the 47th President of the United States of America, he had earlier served as the nation's 45th President between 2017 and 2021. So my good people, now here me go take back break. When I go hear our voice again when we come back. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Okay, Messiano.